Hey there, Joe Gaspard here from Joe Gaspard Performance Coaching. Got to walk and talk today in a super hurry. So look, today we're going to talk about how you can overcome negative self-talk. How can you overcome that little voice in the back of your head that tells you you can't or you're not good enough? I know we've touched on this before, but we're going to go a little more in depth with it right now, right here today. And it goes like this. What are you going to think about instead? You see, you've been programmed your whole life. You're being programmed by the news, by TV, by your Facebook feed, whatever it is that you're doing every day. You're putting these thoughts into your brain that the world is coming to an end and the economy's crashing, and because you're a certain race or religion or sex or sexual orientation, that you're basically, for lack of better words, you're basically fucked in society. So how do you overcome that? How do you get rid of that voice instead? Well, number one is you got to detox. You got to get away from that shit. You got to get away from negative people and negative news feeds and timelines and all of that. Get away from it. Take it out of your life. I don't care if it's been there since, your best friend since kindergarten. If they're a negative, terrible, horrible alcoholic person getting you kicked out of bars, or, they're a heroin addict or something, sometimes you just got to let it go and move on, and that's okay. Stop looking at the news feed. Stop looking at constant CNN, non-stop news. Non-stop negativity is what it should stand for. Okay, so that's the number one way. You got to detox. Get it out of your life first. Then what's next? What are you gonna think about instead? What conversations do you want to have instead? And start thinking about those things. Write them down. Come up with an alternative thinking list of, I don't want to think about these negative things, so I'm going to think about these things instead. Instead of thinking I'm fat, I'm thinking I'm getting better. Instead of thinking I'm broke, I'm thinking I'm working hard every day and making a difference. Instead of thinking I'm alone and nobody loves me, I've got some good people around me. I've got some good friends. Something like that. Just some really basic stuff to get started. You don't have to change the world right now. You just got to change these 1 or 2 or 3 thoughts to get started and start moving yourself forward. And that's how you really get rid of that negative self-talk. And look, it never goes away. I don't care how good you are, how great you are, what you've accomplished. None of that. You're always going to have some of it somewhere. And just accept that fact, but be aware of it. And when it comes up, now you know what to do. And when you start doing that, everything starts getting better. Look, that's all the time I have for today. I got to run. If you have any questions, if there's anything I can do to help you in any way, send me a message. I'll be happy to help you. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon.